Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how to ace your base. So I'll be showing you how to apply your primer, liquid foundation and powder. So firstly I'm going to start off with my primer. Primer is really good for evening out your skin tone and pretty much creating a canvas for your foundation to go onto. So before you paint your wall, you prime it. So same applies to your skin. Before you paint it with foundation, you need to prime it with a primer. So today I'm going to be using my Maybelline Dream Smooth primer, and this is a really nice one. It's so tiny though, that's the only thing I don't like about it. And it's just a clear consistency, and I just use about a 5-cent piece size, and I just smooth that onto my skin. This one's really nice because it just glides on and it makes your skin feel just really smooth. So now I'm going to be doing my foundation, and with the foundation I'm going to be using my Revlon Colorstay in Fresh Beige today. It is a little bit lighter than what I'm used to, but my powder is a little bit darker, so it will even the tone out a bit. So with my foundation, I used to always put it on my hand, like squirt it onto my hand and then use the brush to pick it up. But I've just been using like flat bases and stuff like that because you can just clean them off with a baby wipe or something. So that's all I use. Just obviously make sure your surface is clean that you're applying it to. So and I'm just going to be using one of my favorite tools that I found last month. It is my Eco Tools, what's it called? Medium coverage custom coverage buffing brush. So as you can see, this really dense brush. It's a flat top brush and it's just amazing for giving that airbrush sort of look. It gets really into your skin and really helps create that flawless finish. And because I have such large open pores, it really helps sort of hide them. So I'm just going to be getting a little bit of the product, just dabbing it out so I don't end up with heaps on my face. And I just always start at my cheeks. With these brushes, you just use them in a circular motion. And I always put a little bit of foundation onto my eyelids because you actually have blue and green veins and purple veins and red veins on your eyelids, and sometimes, depending on how heavy they are, they come up through your eyeshadow. So, and it just helps create more of an even looking finish. And then I'm going to go onto my nose. My pores are the most prominent on my nose, so I always put a little bit extra product onto my nose just to sort of hide them a little bit more. Moving on to my forehead, and always make sure you go past go like into your hairline so that you don't miss any spots, basically. And I'm just bringing that down to the other side and putting a little bit on my eyelids. And just always make sure you aren't left with like a horrible line that you can see where your foundation is. So just blend that down a little bit just so there's no definite line. Okay, so now I'm going to be moving on to my pressed powder. I have really oily skin, so for me pressed powder works like a dream. It just really helps set my liquid foundation. I find if I don't use a pressed powder, my liquid foundation just doesn't last me the day, whereas the powder just really helps set and just gives that sort of finish that I like. Not everyone does this, but I do, so I recommend if you don't do this and you have oily skin to try it, especially if you have trouble sort of keeping your foundation on. So I'm just going to be using, for my pressed powder, my Rimmel Stay Matte pressed powder in Silky Beige, and I'm just going to be using my Sigma powder brush. And I just put a little bit of powder onto my brush and pretty much just pat it down, especially on my cheeks. I do this, I just find it doesn't really leave any prints from the brush on my foundation. And just put a little bit of put a little bit of powder onto your eyelid. And just always put a little bit of powder onto your neck just to sort of, I don't know, just really finish your look. And I don't know, it just helps to level your tone out between your neck and your face. So that is my Ace Your Base foundation routine. That's pretty much what I do every day, whether it's using the same products or not. I still have the same technique, so you don't necessarily have to go out and buy what I've just used. It will work, the techniques will work as long as you've got the tools and the products. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!